This season was the first time that we, as a team, was able to make the playoffs. We've been shooting for that goal for at least the 5 years I've been coaching. And I've been saying this to all my kids as far as us being the first team to make the playoffs, and it's kind of a little bit of a falsehood on that, and I want to make sure I clear that up. The first year that we had a soccer program here, we only had 3 teams, and it was a few years before I started coaching here, and all 3 teams made it in the district because there just wasn't but 3 teams. I've been telling the kids all along, I've been trying to let them know, though, that this is the first time that we had a team earn or make a spot in the playoffs, and we're very, very, very proud of what they were able to accomplish this year. Some of the highlights of this season, first of all, I had 13 seniors that played with us this year, and all 13 of them are definitely highlights. They all contributed in their own ways. We have a lot of shoes to fill as far as our seniors leaving us and stuff, and we have a lot of work to do for that to take place. It was very interesting. The whole year was very interesting. We started off kind of slow. We just kept working, the kids kept their chins up, and we just kept getting after it. It came down to, with 3 games left to go in district, it came down to us having to win the last 3 without tying anybody and going to any kind of overtime or anything for us to advance to the playoffs. And I told the kids about this. We all talked about it. I think the kids were extremely confident we could do this, and we had gotten to where we'd start playing a lot better. And sure enough, the first game that we played was against Livingston, and we ended up we're tied with Livingston. It's 1-1 with about a minute left, less than a minute left to go in the game when we hit the game-winning shot. That gave us, if we would have tied, then our playoff hopes would have been over at that moment. So that was a very exciting finish. Then we go and we play Jasper, and we handled them fairly well. I believe it was 4 or 5-1 in that game. And then so it comes down to Silsbee, and Silsbee had beaten us earlier in the year 6-3, and we end up having to go to Silsbee and play them. Well, the score's 3-2, and our goalie gets kicked in the face, and she's down the ground. They don't stop play, of course, and Silsbee's able to kick a ball into an empty net and tie it up 3-3 with 10 minutes to go. Well, about a minute to go in the game, Sylvia Chapa rushes the goalie who's trying to kick the ball out, and it comes off of Sylvia. Sylvia is able to control the ball, make a pass to Becky, and Becky hits the game winner to send us into the playoffs for the first time in school history. After that, it was, of course, a very exciting time for everybody. We got a chance to go play Port Neches Grove at a beautiful stadium at Galena Park. Had a most exciting game to finish off an exciting year. We went to we were tied 1-1 after regulation. We were tied 2-2 after the first 10-minute overtime. 2-2 after the second 10-minute overtime. We were tied 3-3 after the first 5 people, the shootout with the first 5 from each team. We were still tied 3-3 after the second 5 shootout from each team. Then we go into a sudden death, which I wasn't even sure what we were going to go to next. I'd never seen a game go that far. And in sudden death, they make a penalty kick, and our last attempt to tie it up hits the crossbar and bounces back towards us in the field, and that was a tough way to lose, but the most exciting game I've ever witnessed by far. But it's been one of those years, and we definitely hope to build on it next year. Definitely, we're getting a lot of kids back. We're losing a lot of seniors, but we're getting a lot of experience back, and I think that playoff experience is going to help these kids. Getting a little taste of that is really going to probably push us a long ways in the off season.